In the words of the ancient philosopher Socrates, an unexamined life is not worth living. This profound sentiment hails from the heart of ancient Greece, a cradle of wisdom and birthplace of Western philosophy. Socrates, a man of immense intellect, implored us to delve into the depths of our very existence, to question, to ponder, to seek. This is not a call for idle curiosity. Rather, it is a clarion call for introspection, for self-awareness. The unexamined life, Socrates believed, was a life lived in darkness, bereft of the enlightening pursuit of knowledge. Imagine a world where we all heed Socrates' advice, where every individual embarks on a journey of self-discovery, growing in wisdom and understanding. It is in this journey that we find the true value of life, a life worth living. So let's strive to examine our lives and in doing so make them worth living. Fast forward to the Enlightenment era, Voltaire famously said, "Judge a man by his questions rather than his answers." The Enlightenment era, often called the Age of Reason, was a time when thinkers championed reason and individualism over traditionalism and superstition. It was an era of curiosity, of open-mindedness, of critical thinking. The quote from Voltaire, a leading figure of this era, encapsulates the spirit of the Enlightenment. It encourages us to value the questions we ask, the curiosity we harbor. It suggests that it's not the answers we provide, but the questions we dare to ask that reveal our true character. Our questions expose our willingness to challenge the status quo, to seek truth, to strive for understanding. They reflect our capacity for critical thinking, a key trait nurtured during the Enlightenment. So as we journey through life, let's remember Voltaire's words. Remember, it's the questions we ask, not the answers we give, that truly define us. Moving into the Romantic period, we have the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. This was an era that highlighted the importance of emotion and individualism, a sharp contrast to the rationality and order of the Enlightenment. Emerson's quote encapsulates the essence of this era, a call to celebrate one's unique self, to embrace authenticity and self-expression. Can you feel the weight of his words? To be yourself, not a mere reflection of societal expectations or norms, but to proudly wear your individuality like a badge of honor. That's the beauty of the Romantic period. It's about resisting the pressure to fit into molds, to conform to what the world wants you to be. So, let's celebrate our individuality and resist the pressure to conform. Remember, your uniqueness is not a liability, it's your greatest strength. In the modern age, Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." A time of tremendous change and progress, the modern age has seen societies grapple with issues of social justice, equality, and environmental responsibility. In this era of transformation, Gandhi's quote is a potent reminder of our individual power and responsibility. His words invite us to reflect upon our actions, to question whether they align with the world we envision. In essence, Gandhi calls us to be proactive participants in shaping our reality, not passive observers. His quote not only advocates for change, but also emphasizes the importance of personal accountability. It's a call to action, a challenge to each of us to step up and make a difference. It tells us that change begins at home, within ourselves. The modern age is about taking responsibility and making an impact. Remember, we have the power to change the world, starting with ourselves. And in our current digital era, Steve Jobs reminds us, the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. This age is unlike any previous one. It's an era defined by the rapid pace of technological advancements, where information is at our fingertips and where boundaries of what is possible are constantly being pushed. It's the digital era, an era that thrives on innovation and creativity. Now let's ponder on Jobs' words. His quote isn't merely about changing the world, it's about the audacity to believe that you can. It's about the courage to dream big, the creativity to think differently, and the perseverance to turn those dreams into reality. Jobs' words inspire us to embrace our crazy ideas, to nurture them, and to act upon them. They remind us that remarkable achievements come from those who dare to think they can make a difference. So let's be crazy enough to believe we can make a difference and brave enough to try. From ancient Greece to the digital era, these quotes have stood the test of time. They have weathered centuries, survived translations, and still hold profound truths that echo in our lives today. Let's walk back through our journey. We began in the cradle of civilization, where Socrates reminded us that an unexamined life is not worth living. Then we felt the spark of enlightenment with Voltaire's words, "Judge a man by his questions rather than his answers." In the Romantic period, Keats taught us that beauty is truth, truth beauty. The modern age brought us Einstein, who said imagination is more important than knowledge. Finally, we arrived in the digital era, where Steve Jobs urged us to stay hungry, stay foolish. These timeless wisdoms are not just relics of the past, but guiding lights for our present and future. Remember, as we navigate through our own era, these wise words can guide us, inspire us, and challenge us to live our best lives.